Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Chris here, and I am excited to share with you today 5 different ways to play the open A in flamenco that are really common in flamenco, okay? We're going to use 2 different structures as our foundation, and then we're going to add on from there, okay? So let's get started. As far as most people, when they learn their A major chord on guitar, they will learn a 222. 4th string, 2nd fret, 3rd string, 2nd fret, 2nd string, 2nd fret, and they'll usually use their pointer, 2nd, and 3rd finger for those 3 notes. Now, right away, there's all kinds of variations of that, like where I can go here, or flip it, or I can use a little 3. All of that is bonus. We're not even going to talk about that because that's not what we're going to do in flamenco, okay? Not necessarily. Now, can you use this? Can you use this? Can you use that? All the above are okay, as long as you can get the job done, okay? As long as you can play the right notes at the right time, you're squared away. So just watch that. As far as me being a teacher and coach for all the students that I have, my ears perk up when I hear students say, I want to do this the right way. There are lots of ways to get the job done. As long as you can get the job done, the right notes at the right time, you are good, okay? However, that doesn't mean you should be closed off to other information. So here you go. In flamenco, the most common way to play that open A chord would be with a partial bar. Instead of using our 3rd finger on that 2nd string, 2nd fret, we use our 2nd finger. And then we use an index finger to play both the 2nd fret of the 4th and the 3rd string. So we flatten out that index finger to play those 2, okay? So tips just to get that, if that's brand new to you, make sure this 2nd finger is at the top of the fret, and then do your best to get that index finger over the top as close as you can to the top of the fret, okay? Okay? All right, so that's an A major chord. But now we're using 2 fingers instead of 3, which allows us 2 free fingers for add-ons. So that is structure number 1. I told you there would be 2 structures. That's structure number 1. Now we're going to do this add-on. We're going to add the flat 9 on the 3rd string, 3rd fret with our 3rd finger. All 3s, okay? So it's still 5-string chord, but now we have that flamenco sound, that flat 9. I will call this the flamenco A. That's how I call it to my students. That's really easily remembered, right? Flamenco A, boom. Now all of a sudden it gets us into that vibe, right? Another really common, so the second add-on for this structure, we're going to add on the pinky on the 1st string, 3rd fret. 1st string, 3rd fret, okay? Now, that does not have to be while you have that flat 9. I can add that. Now that's just a dominant 7. It's the flat 7 for all you music theory enthusiasts, okay? Okay, so that's an A7 now. It changes it, not just an A, it's an A7, okay? Here we can add that flat 9 and the flat 7, okay? Which now we get like a diminished chord as part of that A, okay? Just so you're aware, in my flamenco mind, I'm only thinking of tones and sounds. I'm not really thinking of the theory of it. Like I'll go, oh, I want that A, I want that flat 9. I'm not thinking flat 9. I just want that sound, and then I want, oh, that high sound, okay? So not really thinking of like how that changes the purpose of that chord, the context, okay, the sonic context. We're just thinking of auditory context, okay? All right, so now we have the A major, we have the flamenco A with that 3rd finger, and then we have that dominant 7 on top, which gives it that diminished sound, okay? All of those all of them we could use in the context of a boulettes. Go to that like B flat from the A, just a normal A. You can go from the flat 9. You can go from that diminished. Yeah, all of those are valid, okay, and valuable. All right, so that was structure number 1 with a couple add-ons. Structure number 2 is more difficult. Now you are going to do those 3 notes, that 222, with just your index finger, okay? So it's a partial bar. which a bar is challenging enough, but now we have to do a partial bar where we hit this 222 and still have that open E string. So because of the nature of my phone and not multiple camera angles, I'm just going to kind of bring this closer to you, okay? So you can see I have a severe hyperextension in that this digit right here, severe hyperextension. I am also pressing really hard, and I'm also making sure that my index finger is as aligned behind that fret bar as possible, okay? If it's like this at an angle, it's going to be really hard to get that second string to ring, so I really try to get that right behind the fret bar, okay? For those of you that are new to this, that hyperextension, that severe hyperextension might be very difficult to get that high E string to ring. Just give your body time to gain that flexibility. Over time, you'll be able to do it, okay? So that would be where we start with this new structure. So this is structure number 2. Let's see if I did structure number 2. Yeah, okay? But now we have these other fingers available, okay? Right now, we're only, in today's class, we're only gonna use 2 of them, okay? We're gonna keep our pinky free, but anyway. So now we're gonna play that A. So now we're back to just an A major, but now with 1 finger playing that 222. Now you're going to add that second finger on the 6th string 3rd fret. And now we're putting that flat 7 now here on the 6th string. Okay? All right. So why would we want to do that? It might be nice to be able to do a rasgueado and have that be more free. Because if I hear that low E, really changes. Even though E is part of that chord, this would be like a second inversion A. Again, for you music theory enthusiasts, okay, that'd be a second inversion A. But it really, there's very small amount of context where you'd want that low E, okay? Only in specific voice leading. This dominant 7, on the other hand, really works well for that flamenco sound. And now I can hit all 6 strings with abandon and not worry about that. Yeah, it sounds more flamenco. So now we're going to take that up a notch. So again, now we have that 3 on the 6th string, the open 5th string, and then that 222, open 1st string. Okay? All right. Now we're going to take this up a notch. We're going to add our 3rd finger, our ring finger, to the 4th fret of the 5th string. That's a C sharp. Okay? So that's the 3rd of the chord. So really, now we have 3, 4, 2, 2, 2, open string. Now that's really just an A7 chord, okay? But it sounds so much more flamenco, okay? There we go. Because I'm holding it, the posture a little differently so that way you can see it. I'm even having trouble getting that high E string to ring clearly every time. I have to be really vigilant. All right, cool. So now you have the A major with the partial bar just over the 4th and 3rd string, okay? We have the add-on of the flat 9. We have the add-on of the dominant 7, the flat 7, okay? Then we have structure number 2, which would be that partial bar across 3 strings. That's an A major chord. Then we're going to make it an A7, a dominant 7 chord, put that 7 in the bass. Then we're going to add the 3rd here. Wow, very nice. It sounds so deep and rich in flamenco. We have flamenco E. All right. There you go. So now you have 5 versions of A that you should know pretty well and be able to get to real quick, okay? There's others, even in that open position, but that's a good start for you. Let me know if you have any questions. I appreciate you hanging out for this class with me. Questions in the comments, and then I also want to let you know that if you want to like and subscribe, I would super appreciate it. That helps me out a ton. I have a Patreon. You can check that out. I will have diagrams for all these chords for all my Patreon members. And then also for everybody, make sure that you download the Daily Dozen. The Daily Dozen is a collection of exercises that I have that goes over the 12, the dozen, techniques that you should be practicing every day as a guitarist that wants to do flamenco or as a flamenco guitarist. This is what you need to be doing, okay? Make sure you spend time doing this every day. And that is a free download available for you. It will be in the description, so check that out, or I'll put a link up here, hopefully, okay? Thanks again. I appreciate you joining me, and I hope to see you again real soon. Make sure to hit that bell for, what do you call it, for reminders and everything, so that way you know when the next lesson comes out. All right. Wishing you all the best. Bye-bye.